Gemini, I'm going to ask the crystal ball, does your ex want you back? For messages, reflections in the crystal ball, does your ex want you back? Does Gemini's ex want Gemini back? Does Gemini's ex want Gemini back? Does Gemini's ex want Gemini back? Okay, so in the reflections I see already, I see, Gemini, that there is a specific ex that we're going to be talking about, that you've been thinking about. You could, of course, have more than one ex. It is a general reading, but there's one in particular. It looks like you started thinking about this person and reminiscing early this year, 2024. This reading is for July 2024. And I paused for a second with that because what I'm seeing is this reading looks like it's going to stretch from July 2024 till probably the end of this year for you. So some of these energies are going to move through the end of the year for you, okay, of this year, 2024. Does your ex want you back? Yes, this specific ex definitely has thought about you a lot. However, there's a caveat, and it is a general reading, so please take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't resonate with you, Gemini, okay? And the caveat is this: I'm not sure you want this ex back. And here's why. And many of you I see have already figured that out, but if some of you, a good amount of you still, because it's a large number, still reminisce. And here's why. You're reminiscing about this ex because you learned a lot from this particular situation with this ex. Some of you would even call it was a situationship. Others of you, it is a general reading, it was a relationship. And what I mean by that was, for some of you, it was a situationship because it was such a bad roller coaster ride with this particular person. For others of you, it was a relationship. It wasn't such extreme highs and lows, but it still wasn't great. And what is happening now for you, you're reminiscing about this ex because it's kind of like you've got breakup takeaways. That's the phrase I'm hearing, breakup takeaways, meaning you are looking at, okay, that wasn't so great in the big scheme of things, but I learned a lot. I learned a lot of life lessons. And what are my takeaways from that breakup with that person, this ex that I've been thinking about? And that's what you've been reminiscing about. It's not so much about you wanting to get back together with this ex. It's about you figuring out, what have I learned? I know I learned a lot, and I don't want to repeat that kind of situationship. Or if I called it a relationship, I don't want to repeat that type of relationship again. It didn't serve me as a whole. It was much more painful than positive for me, this particular time I had with that particular ex. So now you're looking at, what are my breakup takeaways? What did I learn? Okay. So in the big picture, these reflections and these messages I'm seeing in the crystal ball, this is all great news, Gemini, because you really are going to have a lot of breakup takeaways where you can walk into the future of your dating life, because I am seeing this is definitely a crystal ball message reading for single Geminis, and you're dating and you're single and you're looking at, okay, what do I want to co-create for myself now that I've learned so much, especially from that particular ex I've been thinking about. So thank you so much. And now I'm going to get some tarot cards. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just want to thank the energy here of the crystal ball. Thank you so much. Let's get some tarot cards. And then if I need and want, I have qualifiers too. I don't need them. I do this in order to show you what's going on, because I think it's more fun for you, Gemini, to be able to see the tarot cards, especially because they reinforce what I get from messages. Oh, beautiful. 9 of Pentacles. Wow, Gemini. So this is you. If you don't go by feminine, you go by masculine, make it that. If you go by neither gender and you're non-gender, certainly make it that energy. But what the 9 of Pentacles energy is it is a person. It can typically mean someone who is single, and this is a single reading. And this person who's single, and this is you, Gemini, is loving being single. In other words, look at all this abundance. Look at the care this individual is taking. Everything is abundant, not to mention it's 9 of Pentacles. It's right before the 10 of Pentacles. This is all about abundance. It's all about enjoying what's here now and thinking less about what was in the past or worrying about what's coming in the future. I love to see, Gemini, that you are at the other side of what I saw astrologically for you that started at the beginning of the year, that you're starting now to get on the other side of that. And what I mean by that is Geminis as a whole have been really astrologically, what's the word I want for this? I can hear it in my mind, but I don't have the full word. It's like you're looking at your entire life and you're evaluating it. And this is like you looking around at your life and you're evaluating it. It's like another way of, we heard earlier in your reading, breakup takeaways. Now you're looking at not just the breakup takeaways from that ex, you're looking at what other life lessons have I learned and what now do I want to co-create in my life. It's this huge evaluation that I saw in general astrologically that Geminis were doing at the start of this year, Gemini sun signs. And what is going on is now you're at this point, which is so beautiful. And if you're not there at the time that you watch and listen to this reading, which is for July 2024, you will be by the end of this year, most probably. Again, general reading, it's going to be a different time period for everybody, but you're on your way where you're feeling like, I love being single. And you know what? And here's the thing, when you love being single, if you do want a relationship with someone, that's usually when your energy pulls a better choice for you, like not a perfect person, obviously, because we're all playing human, but the perfect person for you. Like there's a better chance of you magnetizing in through the law of attraction, the perfect person for you when you're feeling like your life is the way you want it. Like you're already happy. So anyone else that comes into your life, it's extra, it's a bonus gift. It's not you being needy to have someone that you feel like then completes you. No, you already know you're whole just because you exist. You feel complete and happy just because you exist. This is an incredible place to be, Gemini. Let's see what else we have for you. You know what? I'll get a few qualifiers. What the heck? I don't feel that we need them, but I want you to always see more. Oh my goodness, gorgeous. 4 of Cups. Yes. 4 of Cups. What's interesting is I saw this as a bit of discontent. Like before you got to this place, and some of you may still be here, and this is why this card wanted to come out to talk to you. You may be feeling this discontent right now. Some of you are not quite yet to this wonderful, wonderful 9 of Pentacles, but you will be. You will be. You're headed that way. And that's why 4 of Cups wanted me to just kind of bold and underline that some of you may not quite be there yet, but you're headed that way. You're headed that way. Let's get you some more information. More information, please, for Gemini, single Geminis, and where their dating life is going. More messages about their dating life, please. 6 of Cups. Yes, this is you being nostalgic, and this is you really doing this reevaluation about your whole life. This has been an energy that started earlier this year, 2024, for many of you, and it's moving onwards. And it's been ups and downs, I know, and you're now going to be stepping into a more joyous time where you're starting to see, I don't like this phrase, but it's the right phrase for this reading, the light at the end of the tunnel, because I'm trying to get so many messages to you quickly, Gemini. Like you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you're looking back in time and thinking, okay, I liked this type of lifestyle. This is when I felt best, when I was doing this, and like you're really reevaluating. This is beautiful. Let's see what other messages. I'm going to get some qualifiers for that wonderful 6 of Cups, please. Qualifiers for that. Yes. Wow. 2, 4. So this, now we have the 4 of Pentacles. So interesting. So the 4 of Pentacles is showing me that you are really holding on to what, when you look back, you're holding on. 4 of Pentacles is about holding on to what works. Like you're going to hold on to that now that you're figuring out what works well for you, that makes you feel this contentment that we see here in this 6 of Cups. This is a card of major contentment. This is a card of being in the moment and feeling the richness of the moment. And this is, again, coupled with this 9 of Pentacles, is a great energy to be in. And this is what you have to look forward to. Now, for some of you, this is you meeting someone where you almost feel like you're a mirror image. This is like, like a twin image. And I don't mean twin flame. That's very misunderstood here on Earth School. I mean twin as in they marry you in some of your interests. They marry you in some of your belief systems. And that is what is drawing you to them. And if you haven't met this person already this year, if you're single and dating, you will probably by the end of this year or by 3/4 of the way through 2025. Again, general reading. So please take what resonates with you, Gemini, and leave behind what doesn't. And energy flows, time flows. So that's a nice range. It's definitely the time range that I see for the majority of you. This is very exciting. You know, you're going to look back and you're going to be so grateful, even though it was extremely tough for many of you. I saw that particular ex that we saw earlier in this reading. But your breakup takeaway from that is, you know what? I went through that. It was very tough. I learned so much. And if I hadn't learned those lessons, I wouldn't now be knowing how to co-create this. So how great is that? So I will just say bravo to you, Gemini. Bravo to you. I love spending time with you, Gemini. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Take care and many blessings.